monster earthquake that just hit California is another reminder that a cataclysmic event will dramatically alter the geography of the West Coast. Michael Snyder reports, a lot sooner than most people think, an absolutely cataclysmic earthquake will permanently alter the geography of California coast. Land on the western side of the fault line that is shaken by that great quake will suddenly sink by several feet, and that will allow the Pacific Ocean to come pouring in. The magnitude 5.2, which was downgraded from 5.6, 5.2 earthquake that just hit Southern California yesterday is just yet another reminder that this cataclysmic event is coming. I'll continue to sound the alarm about this cataclysmic event until the day that it does happen. In fact, this cataclysmic event is one of the things that I discuss in the secret new project that I've been working on. There was a Hollywood blockbuster about a cataclysmic earthquake along the San Andreas Fault that came out 10 years ago. What the region will eventually experience will be far, far worse than anything in that film. So please help me sound the alarm, because those that get out in time will literally be saving their lives. In recent months, in California coastline, the California coastline has been shaken over and over again by sizable earthquakes. The magnitude 5.2 earthquake that just shook the San Diego area is the latest example. A magnitude 5.2 earthquake near Julian rattled much of Southern California just after 10 a.m. Monday, prompting brief evacuation in downtown San Diego and shaking cities as far away as Oxnard and Palm Springs. The trembler, with an epicenter 3 miles south of Julian, caused especially hard shaking there and in Ramona, San Diego County Estates, Pine Valley, and Cuyamaca Rancho State Park, according to U.S. Geological Survey. Originally, it was being reported that this earthquake was much larger. It was 5.6, so we should be thankful that we dodged a bullet. But it still really shook people up. The following comes from a Daily Mail article entitled "San Diego Rocked by Monster Earthquake." One man told local news station he was inside Mountain Springs Liquor in Julian when the earthquake hit, and bottles started flying off the shelves. I just hear like consecutive 3 or 4 different bursts and pops of different bottles, he said. We were being told that this quake was so powerful that it could even be felt in northern Mexico. A 5.2 earthquake magnitude struck near San Diego at 10:08 a.m. Monday, according to USGS. The quake's epicenter was recorded 2.49 miles south of Julian in San Diego County. According to the USGS map, the quake was felt widely across Southern California and into Mexico. The epicenter of the earthquake was approximately 130 miles away from downtown Los Angeles, but people all over the Los Angeles metropolitan area clearly felt the shaking. Shaking was reported in parts of Los Angeles Monday morning from magnitude 5.2 earthquake more than 100 miles away in San Diego County. The quake at about 10:10 a.m. was in the Julian area in East San Diego County, about 130 miles southeast of downtown Los Angeles. Shaking was reported in parts of LA, Grand Terrace, and Palos Verdes Peninsula, Downey, Cypress, San Pedro, Long Beach, Seal Beach, Pasadena, Corona, in Riverside County, and other areas. I believe that this was another warning, but just like all of the others, this one will soon be forgotten too. It's being estimated that over 25 million people felt the ground moving, and according to U.S. Geological Survey modeling on the quake, those living closest to the epicenter felt moderate shaking, and more than 25 million people experienced weak to high to light shaking. When I heard that this had happened, I knew that I had to write about it today. According to Dr. Lucy Jones, it appears that this earthquake occurred along the Elsinore Fault. Seismologist Lucy Jones said, the earthquake at a depth of 8.9 miles was almost likely associated with the Elsinore Fault, which runs parallel to the San Andreas Fault. We do have a way of guessing at what the fault would be. We can't actually confirm it's on a particular fault without coming up to the surface, Jones said. Interestingly, some people received emergency notifications on their phones even before they could feel the ground shaking. Locals took to social media to share advice and comment on the new use of text alerts. Marty Caswell from San Diego wrote on X, I can't recall ever getting a text alert before an earthquake. Came in 5 seconds before apartments started swaying. Another text sent to A. Grace Morgan, 63, read, earthquake detected, drop cover, hold on, protect yourself. San Diego County Sheriff's Department said it received no immediate reports of damage or injuries. The earthquake swung light fixtures and rattled shelves in the city, and it was felt as far away as Los Angeles, a distance of 120 miles away. Following the initial quake, there have been at least 9 minor aftershocks. 10:10:17 a.m., 2.9 magnitude. 10:10:21 a.m., 2.8 magnitude. 10:10:54 at 2.9 magnitude. 10:11:30, 2.7 magnitude. 10:12:08, 2.6 magnitude. 10:13:08, 3 magnitude. 10:14:03, 2.5 magnitude. 11:23:42, 4 magnitude. 12:34 p.m., 2.9 magnitude. Of course, this is all around in the same area. Of course, this is not just an isolated incident. Sizable earthquakes have been repeatedly rattling the state for months. And just a few days ago, California was hit by a swarm of 4 notable quakes. California has experienced 4 earthquakes in the last 12 hours. The seismic activity began around 9 p.m. ET when a 3.5 magnitude hit outside of Little Lake. The U.S. Geological Survey detected the most recent quake, a 2.8 magnitude around 4:30 a.m. near Petrolia in the northern region of the state. Overall, there has been 1,165 earthquakes in California and Nevada over the last 7 days. Unfortunately, some people will not understand what's happening until it's too late. Of course, the same thing will be true for many living in the middle of the country. It's being reported that a magnitude 2.2 earthquake just struck the heart of the New Madrid seismic zone. USGS reported that the strongest earthquake of the last 7 days struck Tennessee near the heart of New Madrid seismic zone today at 7:26 a.m. A relatively weak magnitude 2.2 event which struck from a depth of 8.3 kilometers serves as a reminder of how active the region is for quakes. Today's earthquake was the 23rd to strike the region over the last 30 days and was the 5th to strike over the last week. The epicenter of today's earthquake was in Ridgely, which has been more home to most of the recent earthquakes in the New Madrid seismic zone recently. One of these days, an absolutely cataclysmic earthquake will rip the New Madrid seismic zone wide open. This is something that I discuss in my secret new project as well. We have been warning over and over again that these things are coming, but most people don't want to listen. Most people that are currently living in the danger zone will just keep on doing what they're doing until the time suddenly runs out. This is by Michael Snyder on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. About the author, Michael Snyder's new book, a blockbuster entitled Why, is available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He also has written 8 other books available on Amazon, including Chaos, End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of Future of America, The Beginning of the End, Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to publish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, We strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.